supervision and three-stage model of helping teachers to learn. Now, Edge has given a three-stage model for helping teachers and style of supervision. The first is the style of supervision, directive versus non-directive. One of the central tenets of humanistic counseling is that the process should be centered on the client. This derives from Carl Rogers' model of person-centered counseling. This is known as person-centered counseling. Freeman in 1982 used this philosophical stance of person-centered counseling to suggest that there are three approaches to in-service teacher supervision: the supervisor approach, the alternative approach, and the non-directive approach, and that these are related to different stages of development and the type of questions which might be asked. Number one, stage one. This is known as stage one. Question is, what do I teach? Approach is supervisory approach. Observer as authority, arbitrator. What do I teach? If this question is asked, then the supervisory approach is an authoritative, arbitrator. He just doesn't want to say anything. So he just asks, what do I teach? मैं क्या पढ़ा रहा हूँ? तो ये एक अथॉरिटेटिव टाइप की अप्रोच है. दूसरा है, हाउ डू आई टीच, व्हाट आई टीच. जो मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, कैसे पढ़ा रहा हूँ, क्या मेरी स्ट्रेटजी है. तो दिस इज नोन एज डेवलपमेंट. फर्स्ट इज ट्रेनिंग, दिस इज डेवलपमेंट. अल्टरनेटिव अप्रोच, observer as a provider of alternative perspectives. So this is developmental. Third is, why do I teach what I teach. मैं क्यों पढ़ाता हूँ जो मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ. This is non-direct approach. Observer as an understander. Why do I teach the way I do. मैं क्यों पढ़ाता हूँ और ये मैं इस ढंग से क्यों पढ़ाता हूँ. तो these are the three type of questions which are asked in this. If we ask a question, what do I teach? This is our authoritative and arbitrative approach. If I say, how do I teach and what I teach, अगर मैं ये पूछता हूँ उससे, तो ये एक alternative approach है. Observer as provider of alternative perspectives. उसको alternative बताता है कि और कौन से alternatives हैं. और अगर मैं कहता हूँ why do I teach and what I teach, this is non-direct approach. Observer as understander. The framework has informed much of the recent thinking about teacher. Supervision and ELT. Freeman further refined the basic concept of the training, development continuum in a different way, as is available to the advisor in 6 categories. First is directive supervision, where the role of the supervisor is to direct and inform the teacher, model appropriate teaching behaviors, and act as a evaluator. In alternative supervision, where the supervisor suggests a number of limited alternative actions to the teacher from which they are free to choose. Then third is collaborative supervision, where the teacher and supervisor work together to solve problems encountered in the classroom. And then non-directive supervision, where the supervisor acts as a understander and allows the teacher to come up with their own solution to the classroom dilemmas. This is non-directive. इसमें वो supervisor कुछ direction नहीं देता. Then creative observation. and self-help explorative supervision. While not dealing with supervisor style as such, Edgey in 1992 has identified 9 ways of interacting which are important for encouraging and nurturing collaborative development. He discusses the development of interpersonal skills which promote empathic and supportive attitude, although these skills are included for use between colleagues in the situation which we have described as the critical friend are equally important to consider in any situation of providing advice where we want the teacher to develop independently at his stages and skills, etc. So first stage is exploration, attending, listening and understanding, reflecting and focusing. These things are there in exploration, attending with concern, then reflecting upon what ideas are there, and then focusing, helping the teacher to focus on the personally important. Then second is, after exploration, there comes a discovery, thematizing, linking things said by the teacher together or to a central theme, challenging the coherence of speaker's ideas, disclosing, talking about the observer's own experiences for the teacher to use and comparison and contrast, action, goal setting, helping the teacher to decide what to be done next, trailing, actually talking through what the teacher will do, planning, making arrangements, administrative and otherwise to put the proposed behavior into effect. In this and subsequent chapters, we shall examine the stages of feedback session and the generic skills which are needed by the advisor at different points of process, as well as examining the actual interventions which the advisor might choose to make. But it is worth noting at this point the similarities between different views of supervisory styles. All the three writers emphasize the importance of exploring ideas with the teacher and for allowing the teacher to lead the discussion of the lesson as soon as possible. They all agree that the end point of the process should be the teacher as the reflective practitioner, the autonomous professional, and that non-directive and non-judgmental approaches to advice is one which will achieve the goal. Now, next we come to providing help, the overall performance. How we can provide help to the teacher? So we can say, does this make sense to me as an individually or professionally? Number one. Second, is the explanation offered one which is congruent with my cultural background, the cultural background of the teacher? Then, would the situation be changed if the teacher was of the opposite of the same sex? Would I act differently with different teachers, taking into consideration factors such as age, experience, gender, etc.? No, this is about the supervision and the supervision process.